6 October 1942. Dearest Rosie, I apologize for the delay in writing to you again. It is tough out here, so I hope you will understand if I am only able to write to you once every 2 to 4 days. I could not write before. The bunker was cold, as were my hands, but we have recently arrived on the front line in France, and it is quiet. There are not many of us left now. Thank you very much for the parcel. The cake did not last long. Within 5 minutes it had mysteriously disappeared. It was a spark of joy in this damp, dark place. A spark that made me realize just how much I miss you. I do hope that I will be with you again soon. I have decided that I will not stay any longer than necessary in the army. I have much behind me now and no desire to stay on. I am glad that my 2 years are nearly over. Come Christmas, I should be home. Walking around in civilian clothes should feel like a gift from heaven. In uniform, one feels too much responsibility. Speaking of which, I am currently writing this at 2 a.m. as I am the corporal on duty, remaining as vigilant as I can in the face of the British. But I fear they are not all I need to be aware of.
Oh, well, that's put me right off me mash.
Do you always have to be this shallow? Have a little respect.
They're dead. What do they care?
How would you feel if it was you lying there? A bit of common decency wouldn't go amiss.
Maggot food. That's what you become out here. That's all we are, really. Meat. Only a matter of time. Why waste it on being decent?
Oh, come on. Help me get him up.
All right, all right. Come on then, Upsy Daisy. Oh, come on, what the hell are you dropping him for? I'm soaked.
Can you hear that?
What are you on about now? Hang on. Hey. Hey, you there? You alright?
Wilson, what are you doing, man? Could be a Jerry for all we know.
A Jerry who sings in English. Oh, come on, let's give him a hand. He looks half dead. Up you get, pal. Can't be sitting down on the job, can we? Oh, well, there we are. Whoa, steady there.
Thank you.
Straighten yourself up. There's a good chap. God, man, he's caked in mud. What kind of uniform's this?
I think they're coming for me. Don't have much time. They'll be here.
Let's have no more nonsense. Tell us who you are. There's a good lad.
Who am I? I don't know.
There is much talk among the soldiers of Something in the trenches. It comes in the dead of night. Men disappearing, only to be found when we wake. It is too horrible to describe. I would not wish you to lose sleep over it as I have. The lieutenant says that they are no more than deserters, but I am skeptical, to say the least. I wish I could lie to you, my dear, and say I am not scared. but still, I must not lose hope. The war will soon be over, and I will be holding you close once more. Kisses to you, my dear. From your beloved Klaus.
Move! In here.
All right. No need to push.
Corporal Benson. We found this girl trying to find her way into the trenches. I thought I'd better check with you before I shot her for espionage.
For goodness sake, Hans! Your blind fanaticism never fails to astound me. You jump to conclusions quicker than a dog fetches a bone.
She is an English spy, it is plain to see.
I will question her. That is my responsibility. Now back to your duty. Off you go.
Yes, Corporal.
I apologize for their brutishness. They're only young, I suppose, but it makes it no less acceptable. You are bleeding.
Just a scratch.
No, it's not. Come, sit down. I will fetch some bandages for your arm.
Thank you, but
It is no trouble. But perhaps we could begin by you telling me your name.
Nancy. Nancy Foster.
Nancy! Is that my name? Seem to remember something about a Nancy.
He's lost it.
Oh, it's not a pretty sight. Seeing others like this. We can only hope he's not as far gone as them.
Something about a Rassilon too. The dark times. The dark times are coming back. They'll be here soon. They're coming!
Alright, pet, calm it now. You'll wake the whole hospital up.
Private, what's all this commotion?
Sorry to interrupt your rounds, Doctor. But we've just found this dafty wandering around no man's land while we're picking up the dead, like. Seems a bit worse for wear. Thought I'd bring him straight here. Thought this would be the best place for him.
What's he been up to?
Lord knows. Been shouting about all sorts of nonsense since we first found him, Doctor. He's not been making a lick of sense. Tell you what, we've had to prop him up all the way here. He could barely stand.
So I can see. Let me look.
Is it you? Can you tell me who I am?
All in good time, my friend. Just let me take your pulse. Yes. Very irregular. I see the tremor in his hands, too.
Is it what I think it is, Doctor?
Combat fatigue, for sure. Although I'm sure you both know it is shell shock.
Poor bugger.
They're coming, though. From the oldest of legends, they're coming. I have to get away. I have to run. I've got to go.
Easy there. Look, I'll take him back to the ward with me, Private. You two, get back to your duties.
Is the lad going to be alright?
I've just set up the new treatment method for combat fatigue, so he'll be well looked after. We'll have the man back in the trenches before you know it. Off you go.
So,
Now, let's go and fix that head of yours, huh?
They're coming. Hell is coming.
I'm sorry. I'm no doctor, but it is the best I can do under the circumstances.
Thank you.
There we are. My Rosie would be proud.
Rosie?
Oh, my beautiful wife. She is a nurse.
Oh, really? So am I.
Well, what are the chances of that? can I offer you some tea? Well, I say tea. It certainly resembles it. The taste, not so much.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Oh, Klaus. Very nice to meet you, Miss Foster. Milk, sugar.
How I wish you weren't joking.
A sweet tea in this place would be nothing short of a miracle.
I must say, Klaus, you speak very good English.
I think you'll find you speak very good German, Fräulein.
What? Oh, yes, of course. The TARDIS. Never mind.
The TARDIS? What is this?
Oh, oops.
This is where you came from.
I suppose so, yes. Damn, I've said too much.
Not at all. Please, do continue. You know, I may even be able to help you if you were able to tell me how you came to be here.
It's a long story.
Then please, tell it.
Oh, what's the harm? I've already been captured. What else could go wrong? It all started when my friend, the Doctor, and we were setting off on another little trip of ours to...
1969.
What's so special about 1969?
Well, you wanted me to fly you to the moon, Miss Foster, so when better? The year 1969, when man takes his very first step into the universe. Humanity leaps forward and makes its landing on the surface of the moon.
They landed on the moon?
Oh, just you wait. I'll give you a front row seat. Oh, that's not ideal.
I don't know much about the workings of the TARDIS, Doctor, but I'd say that alarm isn't a good sign.
Proximity warning. There's something alongside us in the vortex. Probably harmless, but I'd better take a look. Ah. Vortisaurs.
Doctor, it's those creatures from Stockbridge.
Yeah. A whole swarm of them.
They don't look too happy.
Something's shaking them up. It's like a pack of wildebeest running from the lion. Or a predator. Oh dear.
Oh dear? What are you doing?
Evasive action.
Why?
Can't you see it?
See what?
What they're heading away from.
I can't quite...
There, look!
That dark cloud.
Exactly. And it's...
Heading straight for us.
Nancy, hold tight. This isn't going to be pleasant.
Doctor!
You'll be pleasant.
Doctor, the TARDIS is losing control. Oh, this can't be good. What do I do? Doctor, what do I do? My head. Vision intact. No sign of concussion. No bones broken, thank goodness. Nasty cut across the arm. But that's easily patched up. Doctor! Doctor, can you hear me? Out cold. I've got to find help. Wherever we've ended up, it's got to be somewhere. I'm going for help, Doctor. I promise I'll be back as soon as I can. Hello? Help! I need some medical assistance over here. Anyone? Hello?
You, sir.
Oh, thank goodness, I thought there was nobody.
Halt! Don't move.
I'm sorry?
Seize her.
Oh no. Germans. Ow! Watch what you're doing, there's no need for...
Silence! I would not advise you to resist, Fräulein. You never know what could happen if you do. Come, take her back to the trenches. Her fate will be decided there.
Now don't struggle, sir. This is for your own good.
The dark times. The dark time parasites.
Stay laid down on the operating table.
The soul traders. They're banished. They're nearly here. They'll find me. They'll find me!
No one can get to you here. Believe me, this ward is well guarded.
He thought he'd rid them. The parasites. But they're here. They're here. Ah!
Convulsion. He's going into shock. I'm going to proceed. The sooner I see to you, the better. Electroshock treatment. Let's set you on the road to recovery.
That kind of treatment should not have been delivered. Assault without so much as an inquiry into your purpose is an offense I will not overlook, I promise you. How is your arm?
Still throbbing a little, but I'm sure it'll pass soon enough. I mustn't grumble, I've seen far worse injuries on those poor boys I tend to.
You are stationed over here, yes?
Well, yes, I have been of late. Although I went back to help on the home front for a while. I suppose I ended up staying way longer than I'd anticipated.
We all have. I was led to believe we would be home months ago. Not so. I do miss it very much.
I saw you writing when I was brought in. Was it a letter to your wife?
Yes, my Rosie. I have many sleepless nights longing to be back with her, worried I will not return to keep her safe.
Bizarre.
What is?
It's just, you sound exactly like the boys I tend to. The British lads, pining for home and their loved ones. I see them come back from the front lines. All that damage and slaughter, all those terrible injuries inflicted upon them. I dare say I get so caught up in helping them, I forget things aren't so different on the other side of the trench.
We suffer as one. I'm sure if any of us had our way, we would much rather be playing cards with each other than playing soldiers.
You're also very brave. Every single one of us, I suppose. We have a saying back in Britain. Keep calm and carry on. I think it could be said for both of us, wouldn't you agree?
I do. I do. I am no less scared, though.
It's okay to be scared, Klaus.
I have a responsibility. Sometimes that can feel overwhelming. The fear of not coming home can cloud my judgment. I don't want my cowardice to put others at danger.
I know it's hard, but longing for home isn't a weakness. It's a strength. Think of those you love. Think of Rosie. Those you're coming home to. Hold on to them. Because they're all you've got. They're the hope you look for. The light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes. I think you are right, Nancy. Perhaps there is hope to be found here after all.
What on earth was that?
Not again. Stay here. This won't be pretty.
Now hang on.
There is nothing you can do, Miss Foster.
I am a qualified nurse. If someone's hurt, I might be able to help.
Very well. Come, but stay close to me, Miss Foster. I'm placing my trust in you, Nancy.
And I in you, Klaus.
Move! Let us through!
Good God.
I told you it was not a pretty sight. Back to your duties, men. All will be dealt with.
It's awful.
Have you ever seen anything like it?
Never. But I know a man who would. I wish he were here. I should really get back to... He's like a husk.
Yes. As if all the life has left him.
And it's not the first.
No. They are always like this, dead before the screams have even left their lips.
But surely he can't be dead so quickly.
See for yourself. I assure you it will be the same. Stone cold to the touch.
No pulse. But stone cold, you say?
Yes.
He's still warm. Like
what?
Like whoever did this isn't quite finished just yet. It's still here. Oh no.
No! It's all for your own good. I'm going to make all the pain go away.
No. It'll never go away. They're coming. For me. For all of us. Death is coming. And there is no escape.
There will be. One day. Hopefully today. Now let's begin.
Run. Hide. Fear. It's fear. They're coming.
I can assure you, there is nothing to fear. It'll all be over soon, my friend.
No!
What the hell? What's going on? Oh god. Sir? Come on, wake up now! Wait. Is that smoke? Gas? What on earth is that?
You're dead.
It's surrounding us. Our only exit, it's cut it off.
See how they feel.
Good Lord. What is it?
Trouble. We have to run. Come on.
Where to?
Well, no way forward or back, so it's rather obvious, surely. We have to go over the top.
No man's land? Are you mad?
We've got no other choice.
Hunger.
We won't stand a chance out there, Nancy.
We'll stand more of a chance out there than here. Stand here, backs against the wall, and we'll end up like that, poor chap. No man's land, we have a fighting chance, Klaus. We've got to take it. Now come on.
You British. You are all insane.
Your time runs out.
No! Please! God, no!
Your dress stinks. We smell your fear and it tastes good.
What the hell are you? What in God's name are you?
Death to this world.
Not if I have anything to say about it. And I wouldn't go snacking on fear if I were you. Terrible for your teeth.
A new presence. Your mind was empty, but now it is full. You are something new.
I most certainly am.
You are not of humanity.
I most certainly am not. But I'd like to think of myself as an honorary member.
What manner of creature are you?
Time Lord.
The Vanishers. The Exiles. We must withdraw. Regroup.
Good idea. See you around.
Nancy! Take my hand, quickly!
It's gaining on us.
I see that!
Look, there's a shelter up ahead. We can make it. Come on.
It's right on top of us!
Is written. Withdraw. Withdraw.
Gone. But where? Why?
Just be thankful that it has.
We had best move, Nancy. We are still not safe out here, and the soldiers will be going over the top soon.
You're right. Come on, let's go.
Hold it there, you two. That's far enough.
Oh no.
What again?
We must have gone too far. Walked into British territory.
That you have. Now, hands above your heads. Both of you.
Look, this really isn't necessary.
Believe me, miss, it's more than necessary. You just happened to wander across our territory. If that's the best you can do, I'm sure we'll be making quick work of this. Because we all know what happens to those who stumble across enemy lines.
All right. Here we go. Up we go. There we go. Ha. Right as rain. I imagine you'll have questions. Where do you want to start?
Who the hell are you?
Ah, lovely choice. Introductions. The Doctor.
Doctor who?
Yeah, that'll do. And you?
Walker. Dr. Matthew Walker.
Pleasure to meet you, Dr. Walker. Now, if that's all, I better be off. Bye.
Whoa, now, hang on a minute. Where are you going? You were shell-shocked barely half an hour ago. I've never seen such a fast recovery. You're up on your feet as if it were a passing fever. Aren't you going to explain?
Long story.
And that thing, that dark cloud, what on earth was it?
Ah, what on earth indeed. But certainly not of Earth.
Well, what was it?
Well, I suppose you could do with an explanation. Though whether it'll make you rest easy or not is anyone's guess.
Nancy!
Thank you.
Are you alright?
Not in general, no.
Come on, you two. That's enough of that. This way.
Look, won't you listen? We're not spies, I promise you. This is all a misunderstanding.
Save it for the captain, miss. He doesn't take kindly to nosy Jerrys or British traitors.
This is madness.
They won't listen. They're too closed-minded to see past what's so obviously the truth.
Hold your tongue, Fritz.
Sarge!
What is it, Private?
Orders from the captain, sir. He's moved the attack forward. It's now, sir. We're going over the top.
Right. You get these two out of the way. We'll deal with them later. Right, men, look lively. Prepare yourselves.
I think you two better come with me. Quickly now, come on.
The battle is about to begin again.
These poor men. Poor boys. They're fearing for their lives.
Now more than ever. You never get less afraid. That fear always finds you in the end.
Wait. What's that?
The wind. Just like before.
I think our situation's somehow become even worse.
The Morduum. That's what my people called them. The Eternals called them the Soul Traders. I always thought they were a fairy tale, a bedtime story to scare time tots. I cried myself to sleep the first time I heard about them. But they're real. A parasitical predator that lives in the vortex. A gestalt intelligence.
A what?
Dumb it down, Doctor. Many individual creatures connected by a hive mind.
And they came after you?
Well, the Morduum live to hunt. Smelling fear like a shark smells blood. It's a sign of weak prey, they latch onto it. That was what drew them to me, that pure instinctive fear I felt when I sensed them coming, when I had no escape. My head was totally empty, you see. Long story, had a bit of an accident coming into land. Point is, only the raw emotions remained. By pure chance, your electroshock therapy tripped the synapses in my brain, and I remembered who I was. It all came flooding back.
But it seemed scared of you.
Well, like I said, they live in the vortex, banished there in the dark times by one of my people.
Your people?
Time Lord Alien Keep Up. When the Morduum realised that, they flew off to regroup. Gives me some breathing room, but trouble is, they'll be back. Bigger, badder, and in for a proper fight. And I've got to be ready.
Say I believe all this.
Look, really, I don't expect you to.
But say I do. Then why would such a creature come here? We've enough death and destruction here already. A world gone mad. Why do we deserve more?
Well, that's just it. I mean, pure coincidence on the one hand. Didn't expect a collision with the Soul Traders in the Vortex. Both my ship and them were flung into 1942. We were both jumping time tracks, so they arrived a bit earlier. And they ended up finding the perfect hunting ground. Fear and terror commonplace. A feast. I've got to get them away from here, or this war might end much sooner than it's meant to. with casualties being absolute on both sides. So, if fear is what they want, well then I know just where they'll be. The front line. Call to arms.
No, man, what are you doing? Get back here, come on!
He seems to have the right idea. Maybe it is best to run. What other hope do we have?
Wilson, what's going on? It's a madhouse down here. And what the hell is that?
Oh, it is long since we have smelt fear like this. We shall gorge on this world. This land shall be our eternal banquet, and it will have no end.
I think this is it.
That's the whistle.
What do we do?
Stop!
What is this?
It can't be. Doctor?
Everybody, stop. This ends here.
It's you!
You were right.
Fighting fit, Nancy.
You shall not stop the Morduum, Doctor. This planet will become a hunting ground. Its people are prey.
Oh, spare me the melodramatic prose. You're just a parasite, a good-for-nothing leech. You've got no purpose here, do you hear me? This world hasn't got a place for you.
You think words can stop us now, Time Lord? We see you now for what you truly are. We have seen from time far, far back. You are nothing. Nothing but a mere Time Lord, the timeless child, without a home, without a place in the universe.
How? What are you talking about?
We see you, Doctor. The beast, the Valiard, the oncoming storm. All but names for a coward. You are nothing.
What is it talking about?
Quiet! What on earth's going on here? Do you all feel exempt from your command to... Oh, good lord! Get back! Whatever you are, keep away from me!
No!
Doctor?
I don't know what to do, Nancy. I'm scared. I'm really, properly scared.
Yes. Fear us, Time Lord. Fear us, humanity. This world shall hear our name and feel its flesh crawl. This land void of light and hope. All shall be consumed. All shall be prey to us. To death.
No.
What?
Klaus? Klaus, what are you doing?
No, you will not. Whatever you are, you will not.
Who are you to challenge us, little man? What hope are you?
I may be small. I may be tiny compared to what you are. But, you know, Nancy was right. There is hope. You see this letter? This is my hope. While there are those I love waiting at home for me, there is always a reason to go on. Always hope. Even in the darkest of times.
You magnetic creature. Fear us.
I will not. I have no need to fear.
That's it. Hope.
Of course. The one thing that can combat fear.
Everybody, listen to me. Forget that thing. Forget going over the top. Forget all of it. There's only one thing to think of right now. Home. Those you love. Those you rely on.
Listen to her. It may seem bleak now, but there is hope. That's all you need to beat this. You didn't realise, did you, Morduum? When you picked on the vulnerable, the shell-shocked, the battle-scarred, in the face of it all, there is always hope. I mean, look around you. Old, young, German, British, all united by the one thing this species does best. Hope.
Stop.
Mother, waiting for me at home. All the lives I've helped save. All those wonderful people I've met on my travels.
Friends and companions I've known.
Fred,
Susan,
Gemma,
Ian, Barbara, Vicky,
Klaus.
Oliver.
My Elsie, waiting at the gate for me.
Bobby, oh my little scamp. Ready to jump up when I come to the door.
Rosie, my reason to go on.
No. Stop this.
Oh, it's over. Accept that.
No.
Leave this dimension. Go back to the endless void. There's nothing for you here. But while there's hope, and there always will be. Go. Now.
This is not the end. Hear this. When humanity's darkest hour comes, we will be waiting.
So will I. And so will hope.
So this is it. Your traveling ship is a box.
Ah, she's made of stern stuff, this one. Not a scratch on her. It'll take more than no man's land to finish her off. You sure you don't want a trip back?
The battleground is much calmer now. And I dare say explaining your box may be rather tricky. But thank you. Both of you.
Thank you, Klaus. You take care of yourself and get back to Rosie, eh? And just promise me that you won't lose that hope.
Not anymore. Goodbye, Nancy.
He'll be okay, won't he?
He will. Now he's remembered what he's living for. Speaking of which, 1942.
Yes.
Well, home. This is it. Just where you wanted to be, or thereabouts.
I suppose so. But I don't think that's what I want. I'm not done travelling with you, Doctor. And I don't think I will be for a long time yet. Not while there's people out there who need our help.
Well then, let's not keep them waiting. You and I, Miss Foster, we've got work to do. You have been listening to Doctor Who, Our Last Hope. The Doctor was played by Miles Taylor, with Izzy Walton as Nancy Foster, Klaus, James KNUDSEN, the Morduum, Matt Smith, Dr. Walker, TEGA BLAIZE, Smith, Josh Rowell, Wilson, Tom Vance, Sergeant, Ross FOAD, Hans, Chris Whitefield. Sound design and editing, Miles Taylor. Cover art, Marshall Tankersley. Writer, Miles Taylor. Script editor, Angus Milne-Redhead. Music, Big Finish Productions. Theme tune, Marshall Tankersley and Simon Bowser. Produced by Miles Taylor for Tailored Vision Productions.